My name is Emily Zivtins. My student number is OBX00222216. This video submission is for Unit 4 of the NCFE, CACHE, Level 3 Diploma in Counselling Skills. Today's date is the 14th of January 2021. My helper is Kelly Zivtins and she will be playing the role of Rachel. In this scenario, Rachel has moved in with her boyfriend who has recently proposed. She finds it easier to trust him as he rings her at a set time every evening if he is working away, something he does not do as often. She has not had a low mood requiring time off work for 3 months, but still has days where it is hard to motivate herself and get out of bed. Especially because she still hates her job. She has, however, forged a close relationship with some members of the office she works in. Today, Rachel and myself have a session in person-centered therapy.
Hi.
Hello, Rachel. Thank you for coming in today. In your own time, go ahead and tell me what's on your mind.
Well, I guess there's good and bad stuff going on right now.
Good and bad?
Yeah. So it was about 4 months ago, Dean proposed to me. It was an absolute shock because before that, things seemed kind of rocky between us. You know, the normal arguments about work and money and living and our living situation. And I guess I thought it was, or I made a bigger deal than it really had to be, because just a few days after he proposed, he gave me a key. And I moved in about 2 weeks ago and there's been no arguments at all.
That sounds like a big progression in your relationship. To not only get engaged, but to move in together as well.
It definitely seemed like that, seemed like the right time. Since I moved in, I had the courage to tell him how nervous it makes me when he's away working and doesn't call me for days on end.
I'm hearing your fiancé being away makes you feel nervous.
Like sometimes I thought maybe he was seeing other women and that's why he would never pick up his phone or answer any messages. It would be a whole day before I got a reply and it might have been something like, "Hey, I'm good, tired though, go in bed, see you soon." And then that was it. So it made me nervous when he said he was going away on work meetings. So now he calls me at 6 every night when he's out on business meetings.
I hear you saying that only a few months ago you felt uneasy in your relationship. But then Dean proposed and you've moved in with him, and that seems to be taking a turn for the better. There's a lot more trust built between the two of you since you moved in. And it really helps to reassure you when he contacts you at a set time each evening when he's away on business. Is that right?
Exactly. And because things are good at home and other parts of my life, it just seems to fall into place.
Explain to me what feels like it's fallen into place.
Yeah, for instance, with my depression, at one point I wasn't sure which way was up. I was sad all the time. And I thought it was better if I just ended everything. I just couldn't see the point.
For me, that sounds like a very dark place to be in. I wonder if you could tell me how it felt for you.
Just emptiness. I couldn't feel anything. I was just physically and emotionally done.
Rachel, are you having feelings of suicide or wanting to hurt yourself at the moment?
It's not like that now. I do have days where I don't want to get out of bed. Or weekends, I'll just stay in bed because my life gets crazy. But I haven't missed a day of work in 3 months. I've been in a good place. Sometimes I struggle to get myself up and go to work because I hate it. I should have never started there. The only thing that helps is that one of the women at work started talking to me, so now we laugh and joke about the most random stuff. One of the women, her name is Rebecca, she invited me to go for a drink with her, and we had a great time. And she can see that some days I struggle, and she always takes her time to sit and always makes me laugh, no matter how down I am. So everything seems to be working for me right now.
Firstly, thank you for answering my question. It's very, very important to me to make sure you feel safe. And if feelings of hurting yourself or ending your life do occur, I'd like to reassure you that this is a safe place to discuss anything. And if you do need more help, that's something I can help with. I can get you in touch with the right people. So if you do ever revert back to that dark place you describe, please be reassured that you can discuss that here.
That's good to know. Thank you. But honestly, I feel okay about stuff like that now. It's just all the other stuff going on that's kind of overwhelming. But I know I've come a long way from when I felt like that.
Unfortunately, we do only have a couple of minutes left, so I'd like to just make sure I'm understanding everything you said correctly. You had a turbulent few months before Dean proposed, so I'd like to just make sure I understand that since he's proposed, you now feel more comfortable within your relationship. You expressed depression, which led to some very, very dark places. But through your life changes, through Dean proposing and you moving in, and our previous sessions, we have seen things starting to change. You're doing better at work. You're feeling more confident. To the point that being able to make friends at work even is possible. And you have even set boundaries within your relationship, which enables you to feel secure. Is that right? Do you feel as though I've missed anything?
No, that's exactly right. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before the end of your session?
I don't think so. It just feels so good to be able to tell you things that are good in my life compared to when we started all them months ago, I was a mess.
That comes across as a huge sense of achievement for you, that you can now express yourself and put boundaries in place and make friends, and that things are feeling better in your life.
It is. But let's see what happens next week.
Indeed you will. You're booked in for the same time next week, so I'll see you next week.
Awesome. See you next week. Have a good weekend.
Goodbye, Rachel.
Goodbye.